Except, oh, I got the wrong friggin' one on there. Go back to the other screen. Sorry guys, it'll be just a sec. Okay. Hi guys. You guys thought I was early. Instead, I am 1 minute 18 seconds early. So hello everybody. How are you doing? I'm kind of showing off what I got at the Dollar Tree. I've got this little pumpkin, but my camera's not sitting, so you can see it. He's so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat real quick, and then we will get Miss Kimberly up here with us. She is kind of in the green room waiting for us. So we've got Miss Janine. Thank you so much, honey. Miss Gloria, I did get a package from you. I'm planning on opening that on Thursday, which is the day I'm going to be doing my Happy Mail video. We have got, scrolling down, Melissa Klepser. Welcome, Miss Kim in Alaska, Maureen, Princess M's, welcome, and of course Miss Elizabeth Costa Rogers. Thank you, ma'am. I heard you gave us a shout out when you were doing a test earlier today. We've got Daisyville, and I am still trying to scroll. Melissa Robinson from Ohio. Melissa Klepser says Echo, so I think that means that she's from Ohio. And Gloria says, turn down your volume. Okay, that's why I got this. Tell me, does that work better? So hopefully you do not have double my voice. Nobody needs to hear that, right? Okay, so if you guys could confirm for me that you are not hearing me double, I'd appreciate that. Okay, Debbie Vignola says that the echo is gone. Awesomeness. It's good when I can get things straightened out within the first couple of minutes. That makes me very, very happy. And it is exactly 5:30, so yay. So today's guest, we have got Kim Dixon from Kim Dixon Creative, and she is going to be talking to us in just a second to let us know what me and her are going to be working on. So let me go ahead and bring her out. Hello, Miss Kim. Could you go ahead and tell these guys a little bit about you and what we're going to be doing tonight?
Hey, everybody. I'm happy to be here. I have some a stamp here by May Made It, and I also have one of my favorite little things. I have some Action Wobbles, and I think Debbie and I are going to be playing with some Action Wobbles and making a Halloween card.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kim. Also, the Action Wobbles that I'm going to be using are actually ones that I might have to make some more. It looks like I might only have one, or I've got a package over here somewhere with some more in it. But these are ones that I made on a video a while back. I did leave links down in the description to 3 different videos where during those I created some Action Wobbles out of some just cardstock and wire. So let me show you guys what that kind of looks like. Miss Gloria says she has some Action Wobbles too. So it's just a coiled up spring made out of some wire, some craft wire, and then it's adhered between some just cardstock circles, and that's what I'm going to be using today. You can buy some other ones like what Kim is showing right now. That one is one that is, bring her up so you can see a little bit better. These are made out of plastic that she's using, and you can get those really cheap. And I think I'm going to have to check, but I think I put a link to that down in the description too, of different places that you can get them. There are a few different brands. So I've got some links to that down below. Of course, as always, they are affiliate links, which helps me to bring more content to you guys. Anyway, I do see that Miss Pam at PJB Stamper is in the house. So welcome, honey. So to tell me, Kim, what are you going to be making? I know you said you're going to be doing something with a wobble, but what are you going to be making for us?
I think actually I'm going to make a mini slimline, which is my favorite little size card. And this little stamp set is like a build a monster kind of stamp set. It's called Monster Maker. And it's a May Made It stamp. And I think I'm going to put 3 little monsters across the front of my card and have them all 3 wobbling and jiggling.
That is going to be so cute. Trying to get both of us up there again. I hit the wrong button again. The first wobbler that I did 4 pumpkins. I don't remember. I put a bunch of pumpkins on a regular A2 size card across the top of a fence because I was thinking that's that kid's song, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a fence.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Although I can't really remember the rest of the words because it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gathered up a few things because, yes, I did know that we were going to be playing with wobbles, which is why I do have at least one. I thought I had more. I may have to make more. But I grabbed out a couple of old Tim Holtz stamp and die sets that I got at, I think it was at Michael's a few years back. It's probably 2017. And I'm thinking about using this one. It's called Hocus Pocus, and it's got a little Frankenstein monster and a skull and crossbones, and it's just adorable. And I also went into my stash, and I think, I don't remember exactly, I think this is another Tim Holtz die set, but I didn't have it labeled. And it is some wood planks, because on one of the pictures that came with one of these guys, it had wood planks and the monster kind of coming out from that. So I'm going to give that a try. And Pam, yes, Elizabeth is in the house. I just saw that chat come up. To be honest, I think sometimes you guys just come out here to see, just to chat with everybody. You're not really here to see me. Come on.
And that little square monster, I think I'm going to do him.
And I love those new sprays. I also just got, like within the last couple of days, I got refills for all of my new mica stains because I didn't want to run out. And I lucked out and was able to get another set of Halloween, and I should have some Christmas ones coming too soon. Maureen says that they are coming to see me. It's just that chatting is an extra perk. Like, I really, really believe that,
I think she just
love you too, Miss Maureen. Love you. I mean it.
Yeah.
So I'm in the mood to play with my sprays again. So I got my splat box out and some watercolor paper. And I have no idea what I'm going to do, so we're just going to wing it, right?
Yep, that's how we do it. Fly by the seat of our pants.
Yep, especially when I don't get enough sleep.
Oh, that's not good. No sleep is never good.
Nope, nope, nope.
So I'm using Express It blending paper, and I'm going to use my Nuvo alcohol markers on mine. Let's see. Get my color chart. I'm going to grab a color chart and pray that everything doesn't fall. Ooh, yay.
So I like Kim's comment. She says, I joined the live to chat. I go back later to watch the crafting.
Okay, we'll give you that.
Oh, that works perfect for me. Especially when I don't always have time to do the edit. Like I've been planning all week to get the edit done of last week's so that it would be shorter, but I never did get to it. I did get a couple of blog posts up this week, but I was just working on too many of my Spellbinder stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm looking to see, okay, what do I have next? Because I'm busy and trying to get stuff done. And then it turned out, oh, I'm caught up. Isn't that nice?
Oh, wow.
Hello, Miss Cordelia. Oh, no. Melissa Klepser says that she's homesick.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to open my broomstick. Is that what it's called? Yeah. One of those new mica stains, one of the ones that I haven't opened yet. There we go. But just like Elizabeth was fighting with the plastic, I was fighting with plastic too. I think what I want to do is, oh wow, that's really, I might have too much of the mica stuck on the bottom. I'm just trying to get the plastic off so it's going to be usable. But I figured that might look good on some of the wood, but I need to have other colors on there first before I do my little wood planks. But that would be kind of neat. Have a little bit of shimmer to it.
Yeah. I pulled out some sparkly watercolor paint that I've had for months that I've never used. And thinking I might make some splatter on my card.
Oh, awesome.
And y'all, if you've never watched me, I'm basic. I'm very basic. I don't do a lot of, mixed media type stuff. I color and I glue.
And I try to learn the other stuff, but I was doing nothing but coloring and gluing a while back. Okay, I'm actually spraying orange and purple together on my panel because I kind of want it to look brownish. Let's see what I can come up with. And since one is an oxide and the other one's not, it does look kind of interesting. I have no idea if this is going to look good for wood planks or not, but I do have my distress inks to make it better if it doesn't work.
There you go.
Okay, Elizabeth said about her sprays that I have found a handy kitchen tool that works great to open them. It's probably called a knife. I mean, she didn't say that, but I bet it's a knife. Is that a knife, Miss Elizabeth? Hey, this is kind of funky looking. Then I look at it in the camera and it's like, ooh, it's like all of the orange kind of pooled to one side. And then you've got the purple oxide kind of pooled to the other. It almost looks, I could probably use this as a creepy sunrise or creepy sunset.
Yeah, it is pretty cool looking.
Okay, so that side seems to be flattening out with my watercolor paper, which means that that side is probably drying. So that does not look anything brown. It doesn't look brown at all. But it does look kind of interesting, like orange with purple over it. It's like you can see the orange, but depending on how you tilt it, you just see the purple. Kind of purpley gray.
Almost iridescent looking.
Okay, let's see what other kind of mess I can make. I had gotten some brushes a while back, never got around to opening it, which is the reason I bought the set was so I'd have a fan brush. So I think I'm going to try that out today. Get out an acrylic block and put some of the microspray on it and see what happens. And this one is that groomed broomstick, which I think is a brown. But the mica is really sticking to the bottom. Feel like I need to put it into a paint shaker. Hello, Miss Marguerite. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Since I'm not really doing anything, that's easier, I guess.
Hey, Bitty Penny's here.
Yay! Well, here's some news. Miss Bitty Penny is going to be our guest next week.
Whoop, whoop.
That's what I still need to do. I want to do an overlay thing that's got like upcoming events. That's something else I was going to work on today and didn't get to. So that way, every week on our live, I could have a little list that I pop up kind of near the end so you guys know what's coming up. Elizabeth has also put on her group a calendar with all of the upcoming lives that listed on it. I know she's got at least 3 people listed on there, including me. And I've updated my entries on there with who's going to be the next guest crafter on that specific day. And another kind of cool thing is that I'm pretty much booked till the end of November.
That's awesome.
So I am very excited about that. You guys apparently like what we're doing, and a lot of folks are enjoying watching. I think I like this little brush. I had not tried it before, but the splatter seems to be easy to direct, and it gets just little splatters. Cool. I might just wind up using this as my background. That wasn't the intent. I was planning on making that into some wood panels, you know? Okay, now I'm going to do some of the jack-o'-lantern and do the same thing, mixing that in with this and adding a little bit of water. I'm making a mess. Yeah, that's kind of a mess. I'm putting splatters all over the place. That works good. And then, of course, we need to do some of the flickering campfire. But now I got to shake it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, with the thing going on with Bitty Penny next week, we're going to be making... I think she said we're going to be making some mini albums, and we're going to be using paper packs from Monica's Tailor-Made Cards for You.
Awesome.
And then in a few weeks, we've got Monica on here too with us. So she's going to be one of our guest crafters in a few weeks. I'm so excited to have her.
That is exciting.
So if you're in the chat tonight, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching on the replay, either way, if you'd like to be a guest crafter, there is a form link down in the description below, so you can sign up to do that. And then I'll most likely, I check things out and make sure that you're not a robot or anything like that kind of stuff. So I have had some really weird comment things down below,
I am a robot.
Well, there's some people, and I'm pretty sure it's guys or something, that put a link. They basically don't say anything, and they put this weird link down in the description, so I know that they're spammers.
Right.
I'm not going to deal with any of that.
Nope.
But I do love having great crafters like you guys on here with us, and I have had a couple people comment how they loved what we're doing. They loved seeing you guys, and they're not only hanging around for my channel, they're going and checking out yours too. So some of you may have some new subscribers because you came on here with me, so I love that. That is what I'm here for. Okay, that's not quite blood splatter, but close enough. So I'm going to set this guy to dry and try to clean up a little bit of this mess. At least my mess is contained, right?
That's right.
Oh, Gloria says that you are a great crafter, Kim.
Oh, thank you. You're awesome. You're good for my ego.
They're all good for my ego.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this guy out of the way. That's where that lid went. And I think I do need to make sure I keep water beside me because this brush here looks kind of ratty now. I'm going to bring Kim up and... sorry, I had the microphone way away from my face. I'm going to bring you up as the main while I go wash this before I destroy it. So I will be right back.
All right. We'll be here. Y'all, I don't know much about what I'm doing when it comes to coloring. I like to color, but I'm not a pro, that's for sure. Oh, thank you, Bitty Penny. That was a little collaboration. Bitty Penny said she liked my 9/11 card. I did a little collaboration with a couple of girls that are also on the May Made It design team. And we had decided to do just this little monthly series called 3 Crafters and a Sketch. Well, it fell on our... next collaboration fell on September 11th. And so we decided to do 3 Crafters Remember. And it was a lot more difficult than I thought in the beginning because it was my idea. I'm like, oh, let's do something for, for that. And then I thought, how do it's very difficult to do that and still be respectful. Typically I'm a cutesy kind of crafter, so that was not a cutesy kind of moment. And so anyway, it was, I think it turned out fun. Everybody's, all 3 cards were pretty. It was a little collaboration with Susan Lee Rose and Mediocre Crafts with Bug.
Hello, Miss Susie Fick. I just saw her down in the chat. She says, hello from Illinois. Susie. And I didn't realize that I hadn't already seen her in here. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut out some more of these little wood planks. Now, I think I got this as part of some Sizzix die set from... at Michael's or something quite a while back. I have no idea. Some stuff I've had in there long enough I wasn't keeping track of what any of it was. Might help if I only use one magic mat instead of two. Two is not going to go through my machine. Well, I flattened them both out today because they were getting a little bit warped. I did way too much die cutting over the last 2 days, working on some add to cart little cart cards, and they're cute. I still need to. I was supposed to be editing that video today, and I didn't get it done. I'm tired. I really hope I can start getting a little bit of sleep.
Me too.
Before I have to wait for my crown, because I still got 2 more weeks before that thing's the real one's going to be ready for me to work with.
Oh.
And then I'm really, really, really hoping that it fits in my mouth without me having to get a new one.
Right. Let's see.
Okay, Elizabeth, I'm going to go ahead and show your message that you just put up there, but I have a feeling I know why they wanted to review it. I mean, I know you're not serious, but when you say you want to, I'm not going to say what you said. Anyway. Oh, I am so sorry, honey. Elizabeth just got a new webcam and looks like she's having some issues with it. But later on, if you want to do some testing and everything with me, let me know. And I'll be happy to come on with you and see if we can figure anything out. I don't know the brand that you got, but we can still try to troubleshoot it. And if I know what kind of issues you're having, I can start, searching the interwebs. The interwebs is our friend. Everything I learned how to do, I learned because of the internet.
Google and YouTube are my friends.
Especially, I do YouTube more. I mean, if I do a search on Google for something, a lot of the time, it doesn't tell me what I need to know. But if I'm looking at a YouTube video, I can pretty much see like right away. Okay, so it looks like these dies don't really want to cut through my paper. So I'm going to have to use a shim and try to go back over it and hopefully go on the same lines. Now this is a heavier duty, a heavier stock brown paper that I'm doing this second set of little wood planks. And I have never made a card using wood planks on it before, but I figured that's something I've been interested in. I mean, I've even told my husband I want him to let me bring home pallets so I could play with them, and he says no.
Yeah.
I figure free wood and I can make Halloween decorations, right?
Yep.
So Elizabeth's might have something to do, her issue might have something to do with her internet, so she's got to call Spectrum again. I feel ya, hon. Okay, at least they're coming out this time. And earlier, I did distress my other ones that I cut out using a distress, some of the small distress ink pads, and they look pretty good. I mean, I did different colors to see what they would look like on this craft cardstock because I had no idea. Let's see if this other panel is about dry. It's mostly dry. That looks kind of cool.
I love those wood planks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thinking, I really like this color. This one is actually iced spruce is what I used for this one, but I don't know that it'll go with that card well enough though. So I think I'm going to have to go with fresh corduroy because this one I think will look better with that. I mean, it's kind of muted, but I think that'll probably work better with it. Oh, yes, absolutely, Elizabeth. I need to get down my jack-o'-lanterns that I made. I made some paper mache jack-o'-lanterns a few years back before I started doing this stuff. meaning I had a tremendous mess all throughout the house, which is one reason why I haven't been doing that. And it took forever. At one point, I started on a tree. I never finished it, and we didn't really have a place to put it. You know, a paper mache tree. Actually, I think this is a darker one.
I've not done paper mache since I was in like 4th grade.
Well, what happened is I found this guy. I found his videos on YouTube before I was really into YouTube. I think this was 2015, 2016. Hello, Miss TR.
Hello, TR.
But like in 2015 or 16, I found this guy. His webpage and his channel are Stalloween. So his last name is Stall, I think, like Stoll. And he had named his page and his website Stalloween because he makes all these really, really cool, like, FX kind of. His effects are just incredible. But he's made a lot of those, and he does live teaching. He has a workshop at everything up north somewhere, way too far for me to be able to go because I'm in Florida. But I loved his videos. And so I started watching what he was doing, including including how to make the paper mache paste and what to use and what he uses to get his, because it works so good. Okay, Elizabeth is complaining about somebody. I swear she's on crass. Last bit of politeness was killed when she straight up told me to shut up.
Oh, no, she didn't. I don't know who it is, but
I don't know who she's talking about either. I'm going to have to go back and read all of this. Then I see that Cordelia said something about, so she hasn't read How to Make Friends and Influence People. So I guess that other woman hasn't read that stuff.
Yeah.
I read it a long time ago. Okay, so now I need to do something for some little monsters to put up on my card once I figure out where I'm going to put everything, and I haven't even started on them. Mostly because I don't really feel like coloring, but they're little. Shouldn't take much to color these little guys. And Frank is kind of cute. Got a little Frankenstein monster. And then I've got a second set that's got these heads, but I don't think that it would... Well, I might be able to do a wobble with that. I think I want the little Frank. And because I don't want to mess up my stamping, no sleep is not a good thing. I'm sure I got some sleep, but it's kind of where, because I'm not sleeping well, and my sinuses are clogged, I'm breathing through my mouth, which is not good, and then my throat winds up being all clogged up, and my sinuses wind up being all clogged up. It's irritating. Okay, so we've got little Frank. Yeah, I'm going to do that little skull and crossbones too. I haven't decided if I'm going to do like a circle punch or something like that. So I'm going to make sure to stamp them far enough apart. And of course, Frank moved. I don't know how he moved, but he did. There we go. That's where he's supposed to be. Your monsters are adorable. And you were telling me you didn't really have much Halloween-y stuff. That is too cute, though.
Yeah. Well, Mayday came out with this not at Halloween, and this is the first time I've used this stamp. I've had it since February of this year, I think. And I just never have used it. I don't know why. It would be perfect for my little Ellie girl, because she is a little monster.
Oh, Daisy likes our fingernails.
Mine need to be done. They're grown out a lot.
The color's pretty, though. I haven't decided what to do with mine yet, because I want to go Halloween. but I would need to either, because I'm trying to use like polygel and gel nail polish and that kind of stuff so that they actually stay, at least look like they're strong. Last time I got my stuff off, it's like, oh my god, they're too thin. I can't live with that.
Yeah.
But in order to do the bright orange that I've got, which is kind of old, I need to put the regular nail polish on, let it dry, let it fully dry, and then put a clear top coat on and for the gel polish so that it would actually act like gel, and I may do that next. But I think my husband thinks it's not close enough to Halloween for me to do that stuff. I've also got some black. I've also got some black nail polish, but you know, he'd much rather we wear like red.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the color I will go with next. We're supposed to go to Mobile this weekend to see our youngest daughter for parents' weekend at college.
Cool.
And we'll be going to a game, and their school colors are red. So.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were meaning you were going to go black.
No. No. I have worn black before.
It like usually needs to be closer to Halloween for me to do that. But. Well, I have to say I am excited because our stream seems to be going pretty well.
Shh! Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I mean, you had trouble being able to even keep on the thing because the stream wasn't working well for you. I'm so glad that you got that one fixed. That is awesome.
Well, it helps when you figure out that you're trying to send video in 4K that doesn't need to be sent in 4K.
Yeah.
And so now that I got that worked out,
you can stream live every week. Are you going to start doing a live stream on your channel?
I would like to do that. We're still just trying to get our schedules kind of settled. While I work full time, most of the time I work from home. I only have to go to the office one day a week. But I'm also going up and helping my son-in-law keep my 1-year-old grandson 2 days a week. And so getting that all worked out to where I can be on a more I want it to be if I'm not going to do it consistently, I don't want to do it. And so getting that worked out and figuring out when the best time will be is going to be the big thing.
Totally understandable.
Because that, speaking of little monsters, will wear you out.
Oh, yeah.
He's precious as he can be, but woo, it's been a while since I've had to deal with a 1-year-old on a all-day basis. And he's a go-getter, too. You put him down, and those little hands start slapping the floor, and he's crawling around. He can move fast.
Maybe he'll be a runner or something when he grows up.
Yeah. Like his mama. I'm not real sure where my daughter gets it from, but she likes to exercise and run and, all those unnecessary things.
My husband resembles that remark.
She truly.
Well, he's done Ironman multiple times. He's done half Ironman, and he likes actually right now. He's out on his bike ride right now.
Yeah, no.
I want to because I'm in such bad shape. I really need to get back where I can do things. I mean, I had just been able to start doing some some like half marathon. I've done a half marathon. I've done 5Ks and that kind of thing, but I've never been a runner. So I'm just trying to be able to run again. I mean, I haven't been able to run in like 3 years.
I've not been able to run in 56 years. I don't.
TR says unnecessary. Cordelia says people who like to exercise.
I know, they're weird. I don't. I mean, this girl. I mean, she was 8.5 months pregnant, and I've got to go for my run. I'm like, mm-mm.
That is too funny.
She truly ran up until just a few weeks before Everett was born.
I'm probably making this little guy a little bit too green, but you know what? I don't care. I think I want to add a little bit of pink into his brain, though. His brain is showing, but it's a little bit... Oh, now it's going to look a little orange. That looks kind of cool. It's one of those things you just got to experiment, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then for his shirt, I think I'm going to grab my other markers because I can tell what's purple on those, where I can't tell in my Spectrum Noirs because they don't actually look... The ones that look purple on the container don't actually make sure... Yeah. They're not always purple. That just irritates me. I love my Spectrum Noirs. They blend really nice. But my Parkus, they may not blend as nice, but I can definitely tell what the color is, and I can get real good definition. And for his shirt, I don't really need good blending for that. Okay. So we had a comment about good nails. Well, I just had one pop off.
Oh, no.
So ignore my nails. Okay, so I'll start off with a light purple and then go back in with the darker one. So I am with you, Kim. I think it's time for me to do my nails.
Yeah, mine are bad. And for a while, after the world shut down, I was not going to a salon. And about 3 weeks ago, I just finally said, that's it. I'm done. I'll wear a mask. I'm going to the nail salon.
I still haven't been back. I think the last time I went was probably 2013. Probably.
Oh, wow.
And I just stopped bothering. But now that I do videos all the time and I've got my hands being seen, you can see what I'm talking about, that this does not really blend. You kind of have to layer up the color if you want to do anything with these, because they just don't, they've got a lot more, I think that's the way that they're designed. They've got more pigment and less alcohol. Have no idea how long they're going to last, but that does look kind of good though. Adding a little extra into the stripes. But anyway, when I was just working at an office, I didn't really care what well, I cared, but I wasn't willing to spend the money on getting my nails done every week or every 2 weeks. And now I've been trying to learn how to do my own. I've got a UV light that I actually bought because I wanted to play with resin. And then I never did. I've done some things in resin, but I really haven't used my little, I haven't done much with the UV resin. just because the resin is so expensive compared to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something you would go and use to make a tumbler with, because that would just be way too expensive.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't decided. I think I'm going to just do, I guess, dark blue pants. Now I'm going to do some funky looking brownish. This is a dark yellow for his pants. So you could definitely say about this guy that he's ugly and his mama dresses him funny.
You're ugly. You're ugly.
You're really, really ugly.
Really ugly.
Okay, so he's done. And for my Skelly, I really don't need much. I just need a little bit of browns. Get the tablet out the way. And I think I'm going to get a dark gray for around his eyes. Have a little bit more depth to his eyeballs.
Look deep into my eyes.
That's where I need a vampire.
Yes. Oh, somebody said something about barbecue and mac and cheese.
Had mac and cheese earlier this week, and we have got some beef brisket in the smoker right now.
I don't know what we're having.
And my husband tossed a couple of baked potatoes into the smoker because I told him, yeah, when you get home, we should probably put potatoes in. He's like, or we can go ahead and do it now.
Yes.
So that was right before I came back over. It's like, well, where the heck is Kim? I didn't know.
Where is she?
I haven't been on Facebook all day. I told you, I've been playing around instead of editing a video like I should have been doing, I've been playing around with videos, watching videos having to do with how do I add stuff to my stream and make it cool and not have problems. Well, guys, it's something that you may see at some point when someone subscribes to the channel. Someone new subscribes to the channel. You should see a little zombie pop up on the screen if it's during one of the lives. So if you're in here today and you haven't already subscribed to our channel, to my channel, go ahead and do that. I'd love to see it show up on the stream. It'd be so funny. Okay, so I think I am going to use my big old punch. Just a circle punch. Oh, TR says she'll be over in about a half hour. I don't think you can get here that fast, honey. I'm sorry. Because you're in New York and I'm in Florida.
I can get there in time for leftovers.
Yeah, we still have leftovers from the last time we did one in the smoker, which was like a few days ago. My husband always wants to have some kind of meat. Mm-hmm. So because of that, we're always having something like that.
Yeah, we always have.
Since he got the smoker, actually, I forgot. I've got dies to use with this, so I don't have to fussy cut. Yay! Because I always either fussy cut. Go ahead.
I said I plugged up my brother's scan and cut, but then I figured, these are not that difficult, so I just went ahead and cut them.
And I've been die cutting so much, I'm actually getting better at lining up my dies. Because I have always sucked at that. And I forgot, these are fairly tight on the image. When they're bigger, when you can see that they're leaving that extra around it, that's not a big deal. But when they're real tight like this one is, I always have trouble. But this one should still be lined up pretty close. Looks like I'm gonna get close. And watch, I'm gonna cut through part of it or something. Just because I said that, Ms. TR says she loves brisket. Okay, did it show up? I just heard the bling. I'm gonna have to rewind it.
Yeah, there was a little, like a heart.
It should have been hearts and a little zombie over in the bottom corner, right-hand corner of my screen. I wasn't looking, but I heard the bling. Somebody new subscribed. Awesome. That does not mean unsubscribe and subscribe again. That's not cool.
Well, that's what happened.
It's possible. I remember when May was trying out her new software. This was, I don't remember how long ago it was, at least 6 months ago. But when she was doing that and she kept getting all these little zombies up on her screen and she didn't like zombies.
She did not like the zombies.
Nope.
I was actually surprised.
That's actually pretty cute. That's pretty close. I did pretty good on that.
Good. All right, first time splattering, y'all. This is new.
Awesome. Woo. Actually, I may use this as part of my card. I still don't know what I'm going to do. I hate it when I don't know. Actually, I do that all the time. You guys know that. I never know for sure what I'm going to do. Elizabeth says, bring on the splatter.
I mean, I've splattered before, but it's the first time I used that splatter.
Ah, okay. Well, Kim in Alaska said I was going to do that, so I think she meant that she was going to unsubscribe and subscribe again. But what I want is for everybody to publicly subscribe on my channel so that if I need to get in touch with you, I can. There's a few people that I've tried to get in touch with them for one reason or another, usually because they won something and I can't get in touch with them because they don't have an email and they aren't, and it's like I might announce something on a video or put something in the community tab and then it never gets responded to. Okay, I'm going to see if I've got any pattern paper that will go good with this. Yeah, then I got my two little guys because I'm thinking I want to make 2 cards out of that. I'm just not sure. So I'll be right back again.
Okay.
Yes, Maureen, I'm doing it again. I am always doing seat of the pants crafting.
Oh. Is there another way? I didn't know there was a different way to craft other than seat of the pants.
Yeah, it's very rare that I do a plan or draw out a sketch. I really don't know what I'm doing when I try to do that. But I did do you know how sometimes you have this idea in your head when you wake up and you just got to try it? Well, one of I had more trouble with the card that I tried doing that with my cart, my add to cart thing. You guys already saw me trying when I made the first card, but I had so much trouble with it because of that. I had this idea in my head and I absolutely wanted to do that. Okay, so we've got some stripes. These stripes actually match. Huh. Nope, I don't know. One of my multitude of paper packs. Maybe that one?
Looks like they're floating in space.
Oh my God, they look like aliens. Awesome.
They do. And I don't even mean it to be that way.
This is what we call seat of the pants.
Yep.
Oh, bye, Miss Crystal. I didn't even see when she came in. That means I was crafting instead of watching the chat, which is probably a good thing, right?
What we're supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. And of course, I've got all these planks here, and I am not even 100% sure I'm going to use them. I might.
If you don't use them tonight, you will use them some other time.
Yeah, I have got lots of spare parts.
All of my spare parts, I try to, make up ephemera, or, I'll make something and have extras. They end up, there's a 4-year-old that consumes my extras when she comes over. It's like, Grammy, I need this.
My goodness.
Because if y'all think I'm Southern, you should hear that one. Grammy, I need that.
I told you I grew up in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Montgomery at that.
Montgomery, yep.
Montgomery.
Oh my God, I actually said it the way that we said it.
Montgomery.
Okay. I am not sure what I'm doing now. It's one of those things where I think I changed my mind again. Okay, the size is actually okay. I thought I had not enough cardstock. Okay, I think I want this to be on black.
I need a bigger crafting space.
Yeah, I share my space with my husband.
Well, I say I need a bigger one. If I had a bigger one, it would just be cram-packed with...
You need a bigger one.
Yeah, I'd still need a bigger one.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Let's see.
And I just discovered I have no black card bases in this room. I have to go get my other paper. I'll be right back. I hate it. I keep running away.
Uh-huh.
I'm not meaning to, but that means you get to be the star and you get to be center stage.
Great. And everybody said, "Oh, look, I've got to go."
Love you, hon. I'll be right back.
Yeah, love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Elizabeth, if I had a craft room that was a bit larger than my stash, I would just get more stash and fill every corner of it. When our youngest son just moved out for the second time, the talk was that I was going to take over that room as my craft room because it is bigger and it has an actual closet in it. This room does not have a closet. For some reason, my husband said no. I don't know why. I don't get it.
Your husband said no to what?
To move into a larger room.
Well, my husband said no when I said we really need to clean out at least one of the junk rooms. We got a 3-bedroom house and 2 of them are basically floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
I take that back. One of them is basically floor to ceiling of stuff that he has, mostly stuff that he has built. He's an electronics engineer and stuff. But the other one has got a bunch of stuff in it too, including weights, a universal weight machine, and all of my crafting supplies, and a bunch of his stuff. And the closet is completely full because we moved all of my stuff, which I had too much stuff from my previous life. Like before my first husband passed away and before the kids moved out, I had a lot of stuff from then. And then move in here and he had a lot of stuff. So anywho, we have a lot of stuff. So I was saying we need to clean out one of them so I could have a craft room. And he said no, because then he would never see me.
Well, I did suggest to Todd last night that we move a recliner in here so he could watch football while I craft.
Well, the room that I'm in right now is our computer room, which means that's where our computers are. So I've got my computer with 3 monitors. We've got his computer with 3 monitors, and then we've got his work computer with 2 monitors. This is like a Florida room. Like we've got this house is in an open floor plan, so you can see. I could see the living room TV from where I sit if I just turn around. But yeah, and he would rather. I mean, we both spend almost all of our time in this room, except for when he's outside playing with his plants.
Well,
for that matter, when we first started dating, we basically what we wound up doing on our dates was sit in front of his computer and look at things like peanut butter jelly time.
Oh,
do you remember that?
And you married him anyway?
Yeah, we say that that I'm easily amused.
Yeah.
Which is why I married the guy, right?
Well, one of my first dates with my Todd was...
Yeah, that's what's funny, guys. Both of our husbands are named Todd.
Yes. And they're both, techno-tards.
Yes.
And so one of our first dates, not the very first, but one of our first dates was to see how the radio station worked. That's exciting. Said no one ever.
Well, I have to admit, I have learned a lot of things. I knew nothing about running. Yeah, I know weakness. Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's what he says, because I complain. I know that I know more about plants than I wanted to. I mean, when I first saw his humongous yard, because I thought it was really big at the time, and it was covered in ferns, and it was a no maintenance yard because he didn't want to do anything with it. I thought, I would love for us to have some kind of a garden out there. And I'm thinking like a flower garden, right? So whenever I would say anything about a garden, he's thinking vegetables and no. Well, now we've got a palm garden. We've got tons of, he's got over 100 different varieties of palm. We've got palms, we've got cycads, lots of agaves and cacti and heliconia, and there's words that he uses, and I tell him that he's making words up.
Yeah.
I tell him, stop making words up.
We have grass and weeds.
Well, all we had was oak trees and ferns in the yard. And the oak trees are gone because guess what? We thought I was allergic to oak. So he started having them taken down. And they were all gone by the time we found out, oh, I'm not actually allergic to oak.
We have in our front yard, of course, I live in the house that my grandparents built in 1936 or so.
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to say it has character. That's really not it, but okay. And there at one point in time was 6 oak trees across the front of our yard.
Mm-hmm.
There's one left now, but they are over 100 years old, or it is over.
So you have the live oak. You don't have the water oaks.
No, I don't have water oaks.
Well, that was part of our problem is we had the water oaks,
which
means when hurricanes come around, somebody's tree goes down.
Sure.
Our neighbor across the street had their had one of their oaks go down, and it came. I think it came maybe a foot or so into our yard, but that's all, which is good.
Yeah.
And that was during, I think, the last big hurricane that came through, and then after, shortly after that hurricane, there was all these people with chainsaws out in the yard. Out front, out in the street, out in front of our house, getting it all taken care of.
Yeah, we have when wind comes through here, it is the pecan trees that take the brunt. We have a lot of pecan trees through here, and their root systems are high. They're up high, and so I smudged my card. Urgh!
Well, I think I have part of this. It looks like it's not on there crooked, but I think it's cut crooked. So I've got this piece in the middle is like crooked, but that's okay. It's Halloween. Okay. With Halloween, you can get away with that. You can get away with that. Now, do I want to use any of these little guys?
This makes me mad.
Oh, that would look cute. Doesn't have a purpose, but still looks cute. Okay, so TR, I think she was asking me. You're asking what kind of foam tape that I'm using. This is some Scotch foam tape. I think it's like an 1/8 of an inch thick. I really do like Scotch tape. Scotch foam tape, sorry. I get it on Amazon, and I know I've got a link somewhere in one of my videos and stuff. But anyhow, I can give you the link to it later if you want. Let's see. Do I want another plank anywhere? I think the small one.
She done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Well, look at that. I'm gonna have it. Yeah. I'm gonna zoom
because
on you.
I'm basic.
No, it's because you were working instead of talking.
Well, yeah.
I left my desk like 3 times, So let's take a look at what Miss Kimberly's got. Now let us see them move. We want to see the movement.
Boing, boing, boing.
That is
a dance party.
That is too cute.
And then the inside says, "It's these silly monsters say you're my kind of creature."
Awesome. That is adorable. So the wobbles that she used were the plastic ones, and it has like a release paper on each side of it, and you just peel it off and stick it on. I don't have that. I made mine, and I shared the videos, links down below as to how I made those. And it's just jewelry wire and some punched out circles. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my little monster, assuming I don't have to cut it. Yep, I got to cut it.
I've made my own as well. I just have these because it was something that I used on a design team, so I got them for free.
If you got it, I'd say, use what you got. That's the way it's supposed to be. So I am going to trim these down a little bit. Since they are paper, you can do that. Actually, I think that plastic, you can do that too, right?
I think you probably can. I've not had to do that yet because these are not the biggest ones, but I don't know why you couldn't because it's not really thick plastic.
I think I've seen where someone has trimmed them down before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was able to get that behind him by just trimming it down a little bit. And I probably should have been using like double-sided tape or something on this, but I'm just using my art glitter glue, at least on part of it. I like using different types of adhesive because sometimes, you know, you mess up and you need to be able to move what you got.
Yes.
So hopefully that part will be fine. And I know I've got the tapes here somewhere because I was using it earlier today. Okay. So for this side, I am going to use that scrapbook.com double-sided adhesive. And let me see, where do I want to put it? I think I'm going to put him right about here. So I still need to add a sentiment to this thing or it's not going to look right. And I don't want to do that after I put my little monster on there because then I won't be able to get a good stamping. Okay. Let's see. He's pointing at himself, so I'm going to say that he's saying, I love candy.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to find my stamp for that. This one's Hocus Pocus.
He may be ugly and dresses weird, but he's right about candy.
Yeah, he's ugly and his mama dresses him funny.
That's right.
And now, of course, I realize why I had a little bit of an issue with stamping those down. I had it on the rubber side of my stamp platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was stamping with rubber stamps. Oh, I'm going to have to show you that one. I watched a Jennifer McGuire video because you guys know I love foil. And I've done some videos on different ways of doing foils, which one of the reasons I did that is because I've seen stuff that she did. And it's like, okay, I'm going to duplicate that.
Yeah.
But this time, instead of doing the embossing to be able to foil with stamps, she's using the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo. So I had to give that one a try. And look at this. This is a Fun Stamper's Journey stamp set that I've never used. Someone gave it to me and I've never used it. So I decided, well, I'll give it a try. And they're little rubber stamps. And then I smeared some of the stuff around the outside to add some more foil.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So all of these little images here were stamped on. Just using the Deco Foil Gel. So I'm going to definitely be using that. Meaning it's going to be on my desk permanently to be able to do that.
I didn't think about using a stamp with that. I have some.
Well, it's where, you know, you'd like to foil, but it's one of those things that's like, okay, my printer doesn't want to print right, or I don't have a stamp for that for my foil press. So what do? You don't do something else instead. You wind up embossing or something instead.
Right.
But if you really want to use foil for it, or just add a touch. I mean, the video that she was doing is where she did some layered stamping. It was like a layered bird. And then as final touch, she did the last layer of the bird. She did it with some, she did it with the Deco Foil Gel. I mean, the Transfer Gel Duo. She was using the Duo. I used the regular one because this one, I thought when I was pulling it out was the Duo. And it had never been opened. Meaning I've got 2 jars of this and one of the Duo Gel. And I don't even think they have the regular one anymore. Okay, so now I has my little monster on there too. And he goes, wobble.
Wobble, wobble.
So I'm going to bring that up so folks can see it. So, but it adds a little bit of fun. I mean, anybody who gets one of these wobble cards is going to be immediately wanting to play with it like that.
Oh yeah, he's funny looking. I like him.
Maria says that she watched the little monster. Yeah. I like Frank. But Maria said that she saw that video too. It's like, yeah, that was just too cool. And then I was able to duplicate her technique like the next day. It's like, it's super easy. And I love it when I'm able to share something with folks that, yes, you can. It's not rocket surgery. That's the way that we say it in this house. It's not brain surgery and it's not rocket science. So it's not rocket surgery. And my brother-in-law actually is a rocket scientist. So that's one reason it gets said a lot in this family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, we need to do the wheel because you're giving away yours and I'm giving away mine, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, let me grab the ink. And this thing is just too cute. I love this little pumpkin. You just can't see it when it's sitting down on my desk like that. So it's not working like what I wanted it to do. I even got one of those little black Christmas trees at Dollar Tree. So I'd have a Halloween tree. It's kind of those things that I want to put in the background when I eventually get set up to be able to do like face front and it actually look decent. I even put on makeup tonight because I thought, well, I'll try putting on that camera. And it's like, no, I'm tired. I'm not going to do it after all.
I have been playing with a 1-year-old. I don't wear makeup on those days. No. There's no point.
No, I only have a what happened?
I hit my camera.
Okay. I saw it wobble, but it wasn't bad.
We're having an earthquake in Alabama.
And I just realized that the reason we didn't see anything is I didn't have my overlays turned on. Now I've got my overlay up. It's like, okay.
There you go.
I did some playing with my my OBS. That's that software that I use for the lives and recording and stuff. And I forgot to turn the stuff I just put on there on. I mean, it even shows me how many people are watching right now, and it says 17. So if up where it says StreamYard, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you see I'm going to have to move it because it's trying to cover a part of the bird. But it has like the little YouTube symbol, and now it says 16. So somebody logged off.
Somebody left.
Well, I don't know why they would leave us like that. It's probably like, okay, you guys